Hi, how's it going? I'm Marlena. Thanks for wandering by. So today I thought I would do just like a simple, fun, lovely, beautiful video about my favorite deck combos or pairings. I have several pairs, and then I have one set of 3 that I wanted to show you. I did a video a little while ago of my favorite decks, and I kind of just want to keep adding to this kind of like my favorites kind of a series, and I thought I would show you some beautiful deck combinations, and they're mostly tarot and oracle pairs. I do pair tarot and tarot, and I do pair oracle and oracle sometimes too, but these are probably just like my most like often used combinations, and I typically for the most part, and we'll get into it when I show you each one, for the most part I almost always use these combos in, together, right? They're like a pair, they're married. They go together. But that's not to say that some of them I don't use on their own or with other decks. So yeah, maybe they're not monogamous like Dawn says about some of her pairs. Anyway, yeah, I just, it's Libra season, so Libra's ruled by Venus. And, sometimes we just need a little bit of beauty, and I feel like all of these combos are just really beautiful, and the aesthetics definitely lead the choice of putting them together, how they look together, and I think that's fine. I don't think I even need to like disclaimer that. Like, I think it's totally fine to be paying attention to aesthetics in your practice. I think it's part of the practice. Anyway, so without too much preamble, well, let's just start doing it. So the first combo I'm going to show you is like at this point, I feel like these are classics. Even though they're like, it's not that old, right? But they've been around for quite some time. So the Light Seers Tarot and the Sacred Destiny Oracle, they are just beautiful decks in combination with each other. I feel like in this favorites, we're gonna see like combos that are like really light and bright, and then we're gonna see some combos that are kind of more dark and that kind of aesthetic, and that'll be I think what makes them work so well together. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like just a side-by-side, or if we'll do the way that, where you put I rarely do the thing where you put the oracle in the middle and the deck, the oracle in the middle and the tarot on either side. I rarely do that. But in some cases that might be what needs to happen. So we'll see how I wanna like show them off. So yeah, so the, did we look at the backs? So these are the backs of, these are decks that are well known, so I'm sure you've seen them. And even the backs kind of go together because they have that burst, right? It's the rays of light coming out from the center. Well, not quite center here, but still really beautiful. So yeah, if I use the Sacred Destiny Oracle, I typically use it with the Light Seers Tarot or with the Muse Tarot. I just think that like this is a bright kind of summery deck for me. Look at that, 10 of Swords and Gateway. Yeah, I just think that they look really gorgeous together. 7 of Swords and Abundance. That's an interesting, that's an interesting duo there. The Hermit and Security. Oh, that's good. I can see that my Sacred Destiny Oracle is a little bit bowed. I've seen people take the Sacred Destiny Oracle down to the artwork, like take off the top border and the sides. I've thought about that, but I kind of like the border, and I like I like a border with a borderless deck because it kind of gives you some space. Maybe we should do the thing. Let's see. Let's do it like this. We're just having a good time with the beauty of the tarot and oracle decks. Like, you know, I mean, this is, after all, artwork, you know, and, or first, it's artwork. I mean, or maybe not first, I don't know. But it is, I mean, I think it's perfectly natural, and I think it's perfectly fine to think of your decks as just these mini, you know, works of art. There's I can't remember who it was, but I saw someone talking about like that they often just like take out their decks and just look through the cards and have just a look through, like they're walking through their own little personal museum of artwork. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think that's a completely valid way to interact with your tarot and oracle decks. Two of Swords, so protection in the middle, Two of Swords, and Four of Wands. Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel just like the artwork just complements each other. Look, Adventures with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So yeah, I mean, this is a combination that I've used a lot. When I use the Sacred Destiny Oracle, it just feels right to use it alongside the Light Seers Tarot. This is like my least favorite card in the deck, this Page of Cups. And actually, I'm not a big fan of that Strength card either, so let's move on. Let's just do one more. Enlightenment in between the Nine of Swords and the Wheel. That's really cool. What's happening here? Oh, so it's a ship and like a celestial kind of Milky Way kind of thing happening here. Love in between the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. That's interesting. But yeah, I just think that like it's a really good kind of summery colors deck combo. And yeah, I think it's just really beautiful. So that's the Sacred Destiny Oracle and the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, so now for a change of pace, let's do something a little bit darker and broodier, more emotional, and just a little bit, I don't know, this is more challenging as a combo, but it is also like really aesthetically beautiful to me. The colorways really work, and I'll show you. So obviously we have the Reclaim Oracle, and this is the Hayworth Tarot. So we're gonna grab, I mean, there's a lot of cards in the Reclaim. And let's see how we wanna set them up, because I like to do like a pair, which is something I feel like I keep wanting to talk about. But yeah, I mean, like you can just see immediately. So let's look at the backs first. Yeah, I think the backs even really kind of complement one another aesthetically. It's, you know, this pink and black sort of vibe going on. And the colors, although there's more colors that you see in the Hayworth Tarot, this kind of pink purple vibe goes throughout. So let's look at it a little bit just like side by side, and then maybe we'll do the thing with them in the middle. I mean, I often do like, I don't know, I probably never do the same thing twice. Sorry, I'm just scooching closer. I probably never do the same thing that often. So I change up my spread positions, but recently I've been doing a lot of just 2-card pulls, and I especially like to do 2-card pulls with one oracle and one tarot. So Fairness and the Eight of Pentacles, that's cool. I mean, obviously the aesthetics, are a big deal, but just the way that the decks talk to one another is another really cool thing. Oh my gosh, Candy of Candy Soul and Soil just made a really, really cool video about like creating a title out of the conversation that a deck pair would have with one another. Oh, look at this. Betrayal and the High Priestess. And I want to respond to that, maybe do a VR. I'm always talking about things I want to do, and maybe I never even get to them, but I would love to do that sort of thing as well. I'll leave a link to Candy's video down below. I'm not sure that I'm explaining it very well, but basically she was talking about how, I'm just going to flip through as I talk. She was talking about how before you even start using the decks, pulling cards, to think and brainstorm about the way that the combo itself, how it creates like a title, and then how that can like inspire you for how you're going to use these decks together, like inspire what types of questions, inspire like a theme, inspire like other practices to go alongside them. Oh, by the way, the Hayworth Tarot, if you've never seen it before, is really gruesome, really gruesome. But anyway, I'm like gently speaking about this as I'm showing cards that are pretty intense. So maybe that's counterbalancing things, but these are like, this is shadow work for sure. Like the Reclaim Oracle is definitely a deck. Sorry, I'm gonna just take a sip of coffee. The Reclaim Oracle is definitely a deck that I use to help me identify emotions, and then the tarot alongside it helps me process them. But because the Hayworth Tarot is so like intense, can be very gruesome. Like look at this, insecurity and the Nine of Wands. So like it's a different presentation of the, of like Rider-Waite-Smith, I think, in the Hayworth Tarot. Oh, that Justice card is scary, so we'll move on from it. It's a different presentation of the, a very like, the Ace of Swords with the severed fingers. Like I love that about it though. Like I really love that it is so in your face. And the Reclaim Oracle is also, it's really challenging, but it helps. And I like that about both of them. Confusion and the Page of Swords. I love that because the Page of Swords is all shrouded there. We have Absence and the Chariot with this like tunnel. It's like a railway track and like rats and like the light at the end of the tunnel. That's really interesting. And then with Absence, it's the figure in the middle and then this figure kind of floating off from it. See, I'm not gonna like delve into it right now, because we're just like kind of looking, like taking a little gander, a meander and a gander. Okay, sorry. The Hierophant, like all the teeth. I know like this deck is really tough for some people, and I think it's supposed to be. Like I think that's the idea. Let me do this real quick. We'll do the thing here so you can see that for those of you that like to pair your decks in this way. So we have Loneliness in the middle, and on either side the Emperor and the Star. That's really cool. Very cool. We'll do a few like this, and then we'll show another deck combo. But yeah, I've often used these decks together. Ooh, all these cups, Doubt, and the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. And because it has this line down the middle, that's so interesting, because it feels like this is this side and this card belongs to that side. Really interesting. But you can see like the colorway, really, it feels like they belong together. So we have Envy, and the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Oh, I really love this King of Pentacles. And then we have, oh, I love that Sun card too. We have hate. Look at that. That mirrors the sun, the blackened sun here. And the Three of Swords. Oof. That's a good one. That's really, really beautiful together. Like very powerful imagery in general. Like this little, oh gosh, and the flames coming up from it. The Reclaim Oracle is very special. I mean, I think the Hayworth Tarot is really special too. I mean, I think, you know, I love my decks, so they're special to me. Yeah, so yeah, we'll stop there with this one and I'll move on to something else. So that's the Reclaim Oracle paired with the Hayworth Tarot. So here's another combo that like really is married for me. I really don't think I've used the Hayworth. This is not the Hayworth, this is the Hardy Tarot. I don't think I've used the Hardy Tarot with any other oracle deck. Like this is its partner. And this is obviously the Visionary I Ching cards, you can see it. But the Hayworth Tarot, or the Hayworth, my gosh, the Hardy. I put two H's next to each other, like one after the other, I mean, and I'm getting myself confused. But anyway, what the heck was I saying? The Visionary I Ching cards and the Hardy Tarot. I was saying, I know what I was saying, that the Hardy Tarot is supposed to be a Thoth-inspired or Thoth-based deck. And I can see it in some ways and not in others, but, you know, inspired means inspired. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a carbon copy of the original. I'm really trying to not like slam things down because it tends to be loud when I do that. Okay, so the Visionary I Ching cards, I love this. I spent some time trying to learn about the I Ching, and hang on, let me make sure these are centered. Centered-ish anyway. What was I saying? Oh my gosh, I'm getting myself all confused. I spent some time trying to learn the I Ching, and I used this deck primarily and a couple others. But it's really a lot to wrap my head around. But I did walk through the hexagrams in like an over a 2-month period with a group of friends. Okay, sorry, let's focus on what we're doing here and not talk necessarily about I Ching. But they're abstract kind of paintings, and then the colors here though are just a beautiful, beautiful match. So we have, like, you can use this as an oracle without even like paying attention to the I Ching, because it has keywords and it does have this like elemental part, which is what the I Ching is all about. And you can really, retreat the devil. That's great, right? But like the colors really kind of go together. That's, I think, the magic. The aesthetics are really and like they're really entrancing, they're really beautiful, and they really take you into the artwork, which I think is part of the process and the practice of reading the cards. Like, this is artwork, like you can't, I mean, I guess you could ignore it if you're just going to read the Knight of Swords as the same way every single time. And you certainly can, but the artwork, for me inspires the mood, the emotion. It's the imagery, right, that we're looking at. This is just really quite beautiful. We have diverging interests and the Three of Cups. That's a really cool like concept there. If you think, if you read the Three of Cups as like, friendship and social contracts, and yeah, well, it's abundance in the Thoth. So diverging interests, it makes you wonder, like, what, if this is a message about like your friendships if they're going in different directions. That's just kind of cool. And then we have temporary obstacles, the Nine of Swords. Look at how beautiful. I mean, it's just beautifully matched. Let's do the thing then. Now we'll do this so you can see that kind of way with the tarot on either side. Oops. This was upside down. I'm really bad about keeping my decks. I don't read reversals, but I somehow always end up with cards every which way, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. Okay, yeah. Also, the Hardy Tarot has the courts. A lot of them look like actors and actresses to me. So that's Eric Stoltz. Sorry, not sorry. If you can't unsee that. And then, let's see. Let's take a look at this. So we have Darkening of the Light, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So cool. Yeah, that Knight of Wands is, well, I mean, I guess it's RWS too, but it's very thothy to me. I like it. Then we have the Death card. This is an interesting Death card. And the Two of Discs with Liaison. Sky above, wind below. That's really cool. Yeah, this pairing is just probably, I don't know if it's the best aesthetic pairing that I have out of all of these, but it's really, really good. I mean, it's as if like they were done by the same creator, but they definitely weren't. So then we have Deliverance between the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. Ooh, that's really cool. We're about to head into the Three of Swords deck-in at the beginning of October, and then it'll be the Four of Swords deck-in right after that. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about with deck-ins, I talk a lot about the deck-ins, which are parts of the zodiac signs that have correspondences to the minor cards in the tarot. So we have the Well, the Six of Cups, and the Emperor. It's a very earthy Emperor. He feels very earthy. Interesting. All right, let's just do one more, and then we'll move on to another beautiful combo. So we have Revolution in between the Priestess and the Star. Very cool. All right, yeah, so I really enjoy this pairing. When I use the Hardy Tarot, excuse me, which was kind of on the chopping block for me when I did I'm pretty sure it was a deck I was unsure about when I did my, culling my deck collection and declutter series. But I've since kind of, I'll have to revisit that with you guys at some point. But I've since decided that I've brought it back into the fold, and I think I'm not ready to let it go. Anyway, so that's the Hardy Tarot and the Visionary I Ching cards. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's kind of a bit of a very gentle, chill, kind of just looking at cards, playing with decks sort of vibe. That's what I'm going for. And if that's something that you like about this type of video, something you want to see more from me, let me know, because I've got, I could definitely do that. And all right, so here we have, we're on a bit more of a moody kind of dark, a little bit more like shadowy, challenging pair here. This is the Crow's Magic Tarot. It's out of print, so sorry about that, but again, sorry, not sorry. I like to see people's out of print decks. And the Oracle of Echoes, which I believe goes in and out of print. There's different print runs. So this is an Anatorian deck. This is an indie deck. And of course, I'll always leave links in the description box below where you can potentially find any of the decks that are available. So the Oracle of Echoes, it's a balanced deck in terms of the different keywords and the artwork that comes up. But for me, for whatever reason, it's very it seems just really challenging. I don't know, confronting maybe, is it? Like even the cards that are more like spin like in a more positive type, have more positive connotation, it's still rough for me. So now the art style, totally completely different, right? So this is, I'm not sure if it's watercolors. I don't really know artwork well. And this is like, you know, computer generated graphic designs, I'm pretty sure, and like pretty old school, because I think this deck is from the 90s, the Crow's Magic. I love the Crow's Magic Tarot. It's one of my favorites. It's such a little weirdo and I love it. And it has really unexpected keywords, which is probably my favorite thing about it. And that it has dinosaurs in it. So you have the Eight of Wands and Honesty. And I just, for whatever reason, I feel like this, oh my goodness, are we gonna have issues here? Let me just quickly try to make it so it's not crazy all upside down, at least for a few of them. Okay, we seem to be good now. All right, so we have Nine of Wands and Intuition. Five of Cups, Goddess Speaks. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, it does seem like the artwork is like very dissimilar, but to me, it feels like they go together. You tell me if you think like I'm off entirely in terms of aesthetics. I just feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not, but could be just me. I do struggle with some oracle decks that have the like cards that are like the major cards. I mean, death is, I know death is a thing, you know, death, but like I do kind of struggle with that. I mean, I think it's the, what's the one, the Roots and Wings, that has like, it seems to have like a lot of the tarot majors in it. I don't know what it is about these two. I just have used them in combination several times, and I feel like they just seem to want to work with one another. So let's put the Oracle in the middle and the Tarot on either side. I've also gotten poetry out of this combination, and maybe it's, to me, like what's really so pleasing about this is all the words coming together. So we have sever. This card is, I've gotten before, and it's incredibly intense. So the Page of Coins, but let's just read the words. So expression, message, sever, unearthly, mystical. So this is like the type of reading where I would take all those words and I would make a list, you know, word list and word bubbles, and then start like expanding from there. Look at this. Diviner, sage, healing, mutate, regenerate. Yeah, I think there's just a poetry about this combination. I don't know if you agree about like the way that they look with one another. The colors seem to dance together in my mind. But I don't know if you guys would agree. You guys can tell me too, as you're watching, or leave me comments. Like, do you have these decks? Do you pair any of these decks? Do you think I'm like cuckoo bananas for putting these together? Which ones are your favorites that I've done? So we have imagination, ability, spirit guides, harmony, chemistry. So cool. I just, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've used them together. It's actually really, it's like I said, poetic, but this is difficult. Like, I don't know why. It's just very, like, it feels very confronting to me. Trapped, confined, symbiosis, restore, rejuvenate. Like all those words together. Elusive, mythical, sorry if you can hear truck beeping sounds. Elusive, mythical, protection, domination, mastery. So cool. Let's just do one more. I say that and then I'll probably do more than that. Fruition, realization, father time, shapeshift, change. And there's the pterodactyl. Or I don't know, terror bird. I don't know. Is it terror? I don't know the names of dinosaurs truly. So cool, right? I guess I will stop there. I think we've had some fun taking a look at this. So that is the Oracle of Echoes and the Crow's Magic Tarot. Okay, so here we have more of a kind of celestial pair. And really, this is a pair of decks that I use for a very specific kind of reading about like an energetic check-in, see where I'm at. The Phenomena Oracle, it's a little guy. It's only, 32 cards. And I love this creator. They're coming out with a tarot deck. Again, they did the Idiosyncra deck that is out of print, and I've wanted forever and never had got my hands on, but they're doing another deck in that same sort of same sort of artwork style, and I'm really excited about that. Anyway, and then these are both indie decks. This is the Star Seeker Tarot by the Van Mystic, and they are also creating a new deck. I think I saw that. I think I saw that somewhere on Instagram maybe. So this is like obviously Phenomena, right? So it's a lot of or should we do it this way? Let's do it this way. I don't know why, but that feels more right for some reason. And okay, yeah. Take it down a little bit. So it's phenomena like in the world. So like weather and natural phenomena. Yeah, oh look, a fire card with fire. Yeah, I just would pull one card to kind of, this is like the energetic check-in, and then the tarot to kind of like help sort out what that means. And I just felt like these, this combination was just really, I don't know, just really beautiful together, just worked really well together. And I've really enjoyed it when I have used it. I haven't done a reading like that in quite some time. So let's look. Frost and the Four of Cups. Ooh, I can think of all kinds of things to do with Frost and the Four of Cups. How interesting. Yeah, and I like that. I like that this deck is just the phenomena. And so it really does take that, like it's really broad, right? So you can kind of just go a bunch of different places with it, metaphorically and symbolically. So we have Flood and the Chariot, Fog and the Emperor. That's pretty cool too. Let's do this guy, so you can see more of how things would go, because I typically do pull more tarot around Oracle if I do, but like I said, lately I've just been really into that. Oh, I'm losing my light. Let me open this window a little bit more. Okay, I don't know if that makes any difference to you, but whatever. Okay, so we've got, oh, we did Fog already. Let's look at Crystallize with the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. Am I casting shadows too much here? Well, what can you do? All right, then we have, I just think that they're really beautiful together though, like very aesthetically pleasing. Wind with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. That's beautiful. Ooh, let's see what Supernova. In between the Hierophant and the 3 of Swords. That's really cool. That's really cool. You can see the mirroring. I love seeing the mirroring of like shapes and objects and different things that pop up in the cards when you can see it all together. Also, I think I've saved my very favorite pairings for last. I didn't mean to do it, it just sort of happened. Okay. But you know, this is gorgeous, right? So Earthquake, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. I just like looking at, I think the colors and the shapes a lot with this. I say that and then we get the plain white blizzard card here. Oh, now I think the light is too much because it's all casty shadows. Here, let's see. Let me change that again. Okay, all right. This is gonna be a weird one, you guys. Maybe too long, but whatever. Oh, rainbow, who gets the rainbow? The Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. Yeah, right? Gorgeous. Do you guys think that this looks good together? What do you think? The Star, the High Priestess, and Fossilize. I really like that a lot. Sundog. Ooh. King of Wands. Very fiery all around here because the Judgment, I love Judgment as a phoenix kind of rising because the Judgment is, Aeon, the Judgment is elemental fire. So cool. All right. Oops, I do have things upside down. We have Rain, Nine of Swords, and Death. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Geyser. Oh, and then these guys are upside down now. We'll do this and then we'll probably stop. So Geyser and then Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. That's really cool. That's very cool. Okay, can we do one more? I said I was gonna stop, but I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't know how to say this, but it seems like it's a dust storm between Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think aesthetically, it's really beautiful, and I just thought it would be nice to show you my like energetic check-in combo that I think is also just a really beautiful pairing. So that's the Phenomena Oracle and the Star Seeker Tarot. Okay. I love this pairing so much. This is probably the newest pairing combo out of all of these. Yeah, I've used all those other ones long before this because this is the Seashell Oracle is a newer deck to me. I talk about the Klimt Tarot like probably way too much on this channel, but it's just, you know, it's one of my favorites. It appeared in my favorites. Video, and anytime I do a favorites video. Now the Seashell Oracle and the Klimt Tarot I've used with other decks. Like they're not monogamous, but this is probably my favorite combo. The Seashell Oracle is so beautiful. Klimt Tarot is mass market, but the Seashell Oracle is an indie deck, and it pairs with like so much because it's like just so gorgeous that, and I mean, I think it can go with like so many different decks. So I don't think that this is the only pair, you know, for it, but I think it's just my favorite, right? So yeah, it makes me kind of like draw in breath, and I don't really even know what to say because it's just artwork that's stunning. And it's because this is, you know, classical art. I don't know what we call Klimt. I can't even remember like the time period anymore. I'm so bad about that. But this is it's a collage of is it neoclassical? I don't know. You guys, you tell me, those that are art historians out there that know these things. But it's a complementary art style. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just beautiful. What can I say? I know that there are people who told me that they just don't get the Klimt tarot. It's not for them, but that's fine. You know, there's lots of tarots that I don't get myself either, and it's just, you know, it is what it is. But to me, this combination is like, I mean, it just like knocks my socks off, really, just completely. Let's do the thing where we put it like this. I don't know. I like the blingy now, I think. I'm gonna take this down a little bit. Sea glass, I love sea glass. Okay. So pretty. Isn't it just? Like, I feel like I can't even speak. It's just pretty. You know? Oops, are we upside down? Anemones, so beautiful. I don't know, I'm quiet. It makes me quiet. I just want to admire it, you know? That's how I'm feeling. I just want to admire the beauty. I think that's a totally valid thing to do. So I brought you with me to admire the beauty of these decks. Wow. Ugh, this card stalked me, this Venus comb. It definitely stalked me a lot. I don't know why. I'm still working through why that Venus comb was coming for me. You guys, isn't this like, I don't know, you tell me. If you have the Seashell Tarot, what do you like to put with it? Do you like to pair your decks? I know it's a thing, right? All over the place. I wonder if there are people who just don't do it, don't pair. I think there's some decks that I just don't like to pair at all. I just like to use on its own, and that can be tarot or oracle. You know, it's one of those weird subjective things that, like, sometimes it's hard to explain why you want to pair things, why you don't want to pair other things. Like, maybe it's because the voice, you know, of the deck is so strong on its own, it doesn't need anything to balance it. Or it's so well balanced that it doesn't need anything to balance it. Or it just, like, makes sense without anything else, you know? Oh my gosh. Okay, I could just sit here and look at these all day, but I won't. I won't do that. We have one left. We have one combination left. So Siren, temptation, deception, irresistibility, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very beautiful. Probably the Botticelli Tarot that has the blingy gold like this. I've been thinking about getting that deck too. I should put it on my wish list. But anyway, would probably work really well with the Seashell Tarot. I also, Seashell Oracle, sorry, Seashell Oracle. I also paired the Seashell Oracle with the, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of that. She sells seashells by the seashore tongue twister, because I'm getting tongue twisted. I paired the Seashell Oracle with the Surrealist Tarot, and that was another really beautiful pairing. But this is hands down my favorite to use with the Seashell Oracle, and I did a lot of it this summer. I think July was just all about this combo. Maybe June, no, maybe July. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the Seashell Oracle with the Klimt Tarot, and we have one more trio to show you. Okay, these are three of my favorite decks, and probably my most used like deck family, or you know, combination of decks that I used together. I do use each of these decks separately, but I love to put them together. So let me see, how do I want to do this? I want to show it to you kind of in the way that I typically pull cards, and I want to make sure that I can get it on camera so you can see it. So, oh, let me name the decks for crying out loud. So the Oracle deck is the Mystique of Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is a deity, entity, spirit, concept, idea, whatever. I mean, it's not whatever. It's I work with them with the Magdalene. And then this is the Odyssean Tarot, and this is the Goddess of Love Tarot, which is in a Krista bag that she made for me. So yeah, let me take everybody out, and then we'll put it in in the configuration that I typically like to do. I'm pretty sure I've shown this configuration before on the channel. Like, I'm not pretty sure, I'm kind of 100% sure that I have that I have done that. So let's see, this is the Mystique of Magdalene. I edged mine in red. It bled a lot, but I kind of liked that it did that. This is the backs. So usually I do the Magdalene at the top. I think I've just stretched enough. And then I have the Odyssean Tarot underneath it, is what I usually do. Let me see, I'm making a mess over here on the side that you can't see, which is cool. So the Odyssean Tarot we do underneath. Can you see it? Yeah, I think so. I think it's still all in frame. And then we have our goddess, oops. Yeah, if you're hearing things falling over, it's because they are. Then we have the Goddess of Love Tarot, and I usually put that on either side. And that's how I roll. So this is the Goddess of Love. I edged mine in red as well. And so, oh, look at that. That's the Magdalene. She came out. So, yeah, this is for me a amazing combination, and I just love it. I don't know if it, feels that way to you guys, so I'm just gonna keep putting cards down one on top of the other this way. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, this combination, but for me, it's quite beautiful. I guess it's just like all the reds maybe coming together, especially when we get a card from the Wands or Fire suit, or is it called Flame? I think it's called Flame in the Odyssean Tarot. But they just, I don't know, it just seems to really balance each other out. I also really like when we get a black card down here. What do you guys think? Are the art styles just too different from each other? I mean, we've got this like collage, we've got this like, is that Renaissance or pre-Raphaelite, or that art, like more classical art style, and then this is, I guess, painted? What do we think? But it's most definitely like a spiritual combo for me, these. I think they're beautiful. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a beautiful combination? Oh, look, there's Medusa. Let's see, the Mystique of Magdalene. Oh, yeah. And then we have the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands. So I usually start with the Magdalene card, and then the Odyssean Tarot underneath it, just like, I don't even know how to explain, because it's not like it's spread positions. It's just sort of like the message just starts and then builds for me, if that makes sense to you. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I need a real structured reading, and sometimes I need a real kind of free-flowing reading. Queen of the Sun, and then we have the Judgment card there, which is the mysteries. And we have the Witch of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Witch, I think, is the Knight equivalent. Oh gosh, I love this. It's really a very, I mean, it's a tarot deck, the Odyssean Tarot for me, but it's also very much it's the myth. The Greek myth really kind of stands out for me with this, but I do feel the, you know, the tarot association as well. Sorry, I'm getting kind of like lost in my own thoughts here. Okay, awaken the dream, embrace new possibilities. Then we have Pan for the 9 of water. So that's the Cups suit, the Chariot, and the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, the 6 of Pentacles and I have had some times together. What do you guys think? Do you think that that's just like, do you think it's as stunning of a pairing as I do? I just really love the artwork all around, and the messaging just really seems to make sense to me. Yeah. Oh, here's our Trojan horse. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. That's beautiful, right? Yeah. I mean, these are like probably like my most Instagrammable decks. I'm really bad at photography, I think. But these, like, I can be bad at photography and still manage because these decks are so beautiful together. Do you think so? I guess I asked you that a few times already. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is it not just like, I don't know, it just feels like everything to me is in here. Like everything is in here. I don't know, probably not the same feeling for you guys. Oh, look at that, the browns and like the gold kind of color coming together there. 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, ooh. Wow, that's beautiful. I just love it so much. I mean, everything about it, but like, it's just beautiful, and it like fills my heart with so much joy when I'm getting like, you know, it's like when I'm getting this together, it's just really pretty. Makes me happy, but also, you know, does the thing. It does the tarot thing, and it's a reading, you know, but it's also like a walk through beauty as well. Okay, so that is the Goddess of Love Tarot, and the Odyssean Tarot, and the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle. All right, so I put some of them back up here. That's it. I really just wanted to walk you guys through some beautiful deck pairings. That was the whole purpose of this, just like a beautiful, chill, gentle walk through beauty here with Libra season ruled by Venus. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.